Dun, 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 dun. What's up, everyone, and thank you for joining us once again on the Dstar01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter, Arafiles, and today we'll be looking at the Mafex Batman the Animated Series. This is the Batman, the New Adventures version. This is not the Batman and Robin version. I believe this is Season 4 of Batman in the Animated Series. This is how he looks, and for the most part, I am really liking this figure. Let me just tell you real quick, I haven't watched Batman the Animated Series in a while, and I just looked back and said, you know what did I really love about this cartoon? And I'm going to tell you right now, I'll admit this right here, right now, this is the first cartoon as a kid that actually made me cry. There are so many moments in this series that made me just go, wow, that's so deep. And I'm like 10 years old, and I'm like, this is crazy. This is how the world is like the time when Clayface when Batman defeated Clayface, and you could see all the versions of him, and he's never gonna be that. Or the part where Baby Doll realizes she will never ever grow up, and Bruce understands that because he essentially is that guy who never had a childhood. It was robbed from him, and she's like still a kid. Oh, so great. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the part in the new animated series, the New Adventures, when Robin meets Annie, and it's really Clayface. It's like, oh man, so many good moments. Highly recommend you watch it all. Fantastic show. This is probably my favorite show. Hence, the reason why we're looking at this figure right now is because I just had to get it. This is the import version of the Mafex Batman New Adventures. And this is eventually going to come out in the United States at www.dstartoys.com, and all the source for awesome action figures. It's going to come out very soon because this one came out, and therefore probably in about a month we'll see it. So let's talk about this figure. Let's get right into it. Since this is a toy review, I'm going to tell you right off the bat. Is this worth it? Yes, I'd have to say absolutely. I absolutely love this figure. He's scaled well. He looks good. There's a little bit of issues here that kind of, when I pulled him out of the box, made me go, not so cool. Is the ball joints on his wrist and on his ankles. They're very, apparent to me. Yeah, it's just not as clean as if you were to look at, the Hush Batman. Look how clean his wrist joints are. They're just, they look like they're incorporated into the suit, whereas this one, they're just popping out. They didn't really make it go into the hands or the forearms and stuff like that. So yeah, it kind of distracted, but for the most part, like I said, it's a really good figure, and I absolutely love this figure. So anyway, let me know down below, what is your favorite Batman Animated Series moment? Let me know. Heck, you know what? Let's throw in Batman Beyond, the part where Tim Drake kills the Joker. Wow, super emotional. Anyway, let's look deeper into this figure as he falls over in paint, detail, articulation, and scale, and accessories. First things first, let's look at the face of the Dark Knight. Look at this. Look at that really pronounced chin and that wonderful animated series skin tone. That looks really fantastic. Also, the eyes are those bright white eyes. Not so much a matte finish, which is fine by me. It kind of has that shiny look, which is fine, like I said. There's times when matte finishes are nice, and there are times where I don't think it's necessary. In this case, I don't think it's necessary, but it looks really, really sharp. This is a very simple design, and I really like what they did here. Now, let's look here at the suit. The gray looks really cool, just like it does in the animated series. And as you can see, they have just the singular bat right here in the chest. Unlike the Batman and Robin one, where it's yellow and has the bat, it has a circle that's yellow and then the bat in the middle. No, the new Adventures. I keep saying new animated, but the New Adventures just has that, and I really like the way it looks. Very, very dark. And so let's look here. Here is his utility belt. It's kind of a brownish yellow, more brown than it is yellow, and that looks really cool right there. And of course, the black on the gloves, the tights, and the boots all match and look really sharp. So that's pretty much it. His color scheme is very simple, just like in the animated series, and there you have it. That looks really cool. One thing I have to say, we're not quite in accessories yet. If you're wondering, How come he looks like this, like the plastic cape? You do indeed, and I didn't know this because I didn't really look too much into this figure. I just knew it was coming out. You actually get two. So you get the plastic one right here, so you can get that clean, sleek look, and then of course you get the wired cape right here, which again we'll look in at accessories, but we're not going to look at accessories right now. We're actually going to look at articulation and scale. So let me go grab my ruler. I'll be right back. With the power of video editing, it's going to be really quick. 1 second. And thanks to the power of video editing and thanks to my editor Eric, I have the ruler right here in my hand. I didn't look for it for about 5 minutes. No, not me. Anyway, here we go. This guy is standing at 6 3/4, almost at the very top of his bat ears. And if you got to compare it with other Batmen, here we have Hush Batman, also from the Mafex line. So as you can see, there they are standing together. They're actually scaled, and that has the Bruce Wayne head, by the way. And that looks really, really cool. Oh, also I have to get one more Batman. Not that this really matters, but here is the Mattel Batman Begins Christian Bale Batman figure. I got this way back when. And so, like I said, when it comes to like newer figures, I've said this before, they're going to be scaled much better than the older like Kenner Batman figures and stuff like that, Mattel. So yeah, it is definitely scaled much bigger, and it should be. It's more like Marvel Legends scale. And speaking of Marvel Legends, here is Captain America, worthy cap. As you can see, it seems to be scaling decently well. Here is Marvel Legends Wolverine. And of course, we have to have some sort of SH figure arts. Here is Goku, full power SH figure arts right there. So that's looking really, really good. And just because I have her right here, this isn't really going to scale. Maybe it is. Little Armory, sure. Figma, much shorter. So there you have it. Let's talk about articulation. When I first saw this figure, I was like, oh, he doesn't look like he's articulated much. But you know what? He actually has quite a bit of articulation points, and we're going to look at that right now. We have an up and down here at the toe. We have an up and down here at the ankle, and we have a bend at the knee, which is also a double joint right there. We got a ball joint right here at the crotch. And if you were wondering, can this guy really kick? Because if you look in the box, you don't really see that he can. Yes, he can. So there you have side kick, front kick. We'll look into more of that later. Let's look at the joints. We have two midsection joints right there, so you can get a decent ab crunch right there, which looks really, really cool. Does he have butterfly joints? He does, but it doesn't quite go in all the way. But, you know, it's there. It's always welcome. But he can't hug himself because, well, how could he love himself? He lost his parents at a very young age. Anyway, we have a bicep swivel right there. We have a double jointed elbow right there, and we have a ball and peg here at the wrist. Like I said, it is very apparent that it's there. And we have a ball joint here at the neck, looking to be well above 20 points of articulation. Now let's check the range of motion on here. So I wanted to truly see how far this guy can really kick. So because of the tights right here, it doesn't look like there's much room here. This is how he's going to high kick right here. So you can get a really solid kick to the face right here. Let's see. Let's have him kick full power Goku right here. So bam, right there, you can kick him in the face. And if you wanted to do a side kick, you can do that too. This is as far as it goes on the side kick. Do not try to push this up anymore. It's not going to happen. This part of his hip is just in the way. So this is how far he can really kick. Sure, let's do a heel kick right there. So let's do a Shoryuken test. Actually, no, before we do the Shoryuken test, I always have to do the hug test. So this is as far as the arms could go right there. You want to push it back more, you cannot. And then let's push it forward, and let's see. So you can almost get a, like, holding a gun. Well, not that he can. He's not going to ever hold a gun. Come on. But yeah, so there you have it. Something like that, maybe when he's swinging on his grappling hook, something like that. But yeah, so that's how far it can go in terms of range of motion in the arms. We check the range of motion in the legs and everything like that. Sure, why not? Let's see how much this waist can move around, and there you have it. Let's twist him around so that's as far as he could probably go. Yeah, he could go all, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He can go all the way around, which is really cool. And also the joints are decently tight. I think the only joint that's not is this toe joint right here, but it's nothing Fixer Elixir cannot handle. So let's do some poses right here. Of course, we got to do the short you can test. We got the side kick, front kick as we did before, flying knee, and of course we got to do the, because he's a superhero, no duh, you know what it is, we gotta do the superhero boom landing pose. And yes, so we gotta get that cape all like boom right there, bam, look at that, very cool, very cool. I think the worst part of his articulation is that it's because the way he's designed, just like in the cartoon, his chest is just really big, and that's just how he's drawn, so you can't really expect it to do much unless you put like really intense butterfly joints, and then you would lose the whole aesthetic, which I think I like this version better. I'm just glad he's super articulated and really nice, especially when compared to the older Batman animated series figures from Kenner. So let's look at accessories right here. Let's go to Top Cam. Hi everyone at the Top Cam. This is what we're going to look at here. We do get the plastic part of the cape, which is really cool. It's very sturdy. It's very rigid. It's not going to really be moving, which is fine. Which, again, I'm glad we get two capes, which is really, really welcome. You do get a Mafex stand, which isn't in the package right now, because I took it out. You get his grappling hook, which, if you were wondering if the wire part of the grappling hook is bendy, no, it is a rigid, solid piece of plastic. Do not try to bend this. You will snap it in half. And, of course, we get the Bruce Wayne head. And we get an assortment of hands here. We get 8 extra hands. Usually I don't look at the hands, but we will look. Oh, yeah, we also get a batarang. Well, I got to grab the batarang. Everyone, give me 1 second. I think I left it on my review table. So here is the batarang right here. It's just a single batarang. I was hoping maybe we'd get 3, just like the Hush Batman, but unfortunately we only get 1. And let's see. So let's look at the hands here. Like I was saying before, you do get a grappling hook hand, which fits really nicely right here. Very simple. Boom, it goes right there. Let's go to the front cam. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So all you got to do is pull that out. And, of course, we have the straight peg wrist joint right there. And boom, there you have it. It's like, ding, whoosh. Anyway, there it is. That looks really good. Really solid right there. As it should. That's really cool. And let's get a batarang hand. Also, the hands are really easy to go in. They're pressure fitted and they look really nice. And it fits really nice. I really like that. So let's take this batarang right here. Come on. And there you have it. Something like that. You could probably do something like this. Yeah, very nice. And let's look at the Bruce Wayne head. And that pops right in. There it is right there. Looking really good. Now, how to put on the plastic cape. Just take off the head. Look how easy that is. No issues whatsoever. And also, if you want to see something a little bit cursed, I think this looks silly. Anyway, yeah, it needs the cape. Really easy to remove the head, by the way. It's not super duper tight where you have to struggle with it. There you have it. There's Bruce right there. He's relaxing after a hard day of crime fighting. So he took off his cowl. So let's see if we can get this guy to stand. I think we've looked at everything here. And of course we have the Mafex stand right there. Let's put him on the Mafex stand real quick. Actually, no, I can't because I have the rigid cape on. Alright, let's come up with a conclusion of the Mafex Batman from the animated series. Yes, this is a fantastic figure. If you absolutely love this cartoon, yeah, absolutely, this is great. I think an argument that I heard someone say is, why don't you just get the McFarlane one? And I've said this so many times in my videos. I am just not buying McFarlane figures. They're just scaled way too big, and it just doesn't fit with my collection. I don't know. I just don't want to get them just because they're too big. And not to mention, let's be real, when it comes to import figures, they've got really nice articulation points. And I just think the McFarlane one just doesn't cut it when it comes to that. So, despite that, yeah, fantastic figure. Highly recommend it. I love the fact that you get 2 capes, assortment of hands, and everything like that. Negatives, yeah, he could have came with more batarangs. Yeah, these joints could have been hidden more, but you know what? I have to say, love this figure, love the way it looks, and I have really no big issues with it. And if you're looking for this figure, you know where to go when it comes out. You got to follow my Instagram at Dstar01. You can get this at www.dstar01.com. Source for awesome action figures when he's released, probably in January. So always keep that notification bell on there. And also, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And slam and punch and beat up that notification bell so you're always in the know when I post new videos. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.